Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going over the EP from CYN, CYN, and EP is called Mood Swing. So I've heard of her back in, I want to say, 2015. I was kind of I was early to the party and then late again, because it was like I listened to Together, which is a very earlier song, which is one of her first singles, and I was like, oh, I like this. This is really nice, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was kind of a one-time thing, and I just moved on, because it was on the radio playlist on Spotify. I was like, okay, this is cute, blah, blah, blah. Moved on, came back to her, and she, like, switched up her style and was doing more of a dark synthy sound, and that's when I came over, Believer. That's when I came to Believer, and I was like, oh, this is a little more, like, adult, a little more, like, heft to it, you know? So I definitely got into her more, and I started listening to more of her stuff, and I definitely liked I Still Have Me, and all that, and so I was like, okay, this is really, really nice. I'm really excited to see what else is going to happen. So, of course, she came out with a full EP, so I'm going to go through each, like, I'm gonna go through like this, like the sound of it, of what I thought, because it's only 7 songs. I really love each song. Pretty much, like they all have their own little like sound, like message to them, and I almost feel like it kind of goes through a story throughout the whole thing, because you'll have things like you have I Can't Believe, which is the first song, and it pretty much just says. She talks about how, like, her career being in LA and seeing all the different sides, different things, and different attitudes, the optimism that goes through it in that type of city. And I think it feels like more of like, oh my god, like, I can't believe this is where I am in this kind of situation in my career. So I thought it was really, really cute. And then we have Angel, which comes up after that, and I feel like that was a really nice one. It's pretty much an interesting song because it talks about how this guy that she's with is very kind of not really into it or something like that, or just not really been like the best person. But then when she's getting ready to leave, or when she gives up, he like completely turns into what she calls an angel and puts on his halo, and then she decides to stay, kind of thing. Yeah, so that one wasn't like wasn't the best song I felt like in the whole EP, but the next one, my favorite ones has to be I Can't Believe, I Still Have Me, which is a really, really great song. It just has guitar and violin, that's all you hear, and it's really beautiful, and it pretty much just talks about how, like, the pairing between her and her guy that she had before, like, just didn't work out. And so, even with all of that, she always says, like, even, like, if things fall apart with her, like, relationship or things with other things, she still has her, you know? Like, she still is her own, like, best friend, her own person, you know? And so I thought that was kind of cool. And then we kind of move into, like, Bubble Bath, which is really more of a sexy, playful song, which I thought is something the last time she kind of went more of a sexy, like, direction was Believer. But this one's definitely more of a playful, lighter-hearted direction, so I thought it was really cute. Nobody Keeps Scores, it's the 5th song, and I felt like that one was really cute. I thought that was that one and I Still Have Me are very self-aware, which I think that you don't really see a lot in a lot of songs. And this one definitely has a great message. Just talking about, like, forgiving yourself for making mistakes. And she's like, no one's keeping score, and just kind of like, you learn from this mistake, and you have to just move on and learn from it, you know? I didn't really care for Holy Roller. I understand that it's a really good, I understand that it was one of her lead songs. I just didn't really get it. I got the idea of being, like, completely devoted to her guy that's pretty much just, it's almost religious. She mentions, like, oh, I'm so devoted to you, like a cult kind of thing, and I think that's kind of interesting, but it wasn't really the greatest song, to me personally. I know, obviously, there's a lot there. I've seen the scores of all the amounts of streaming of that song is very streamed, in the best way. So, and then finally we have Never Ending Summer, which is, I kind of just assume it pretty much is about summer and how hot it is and everything, and just like, it's so hot and so intense, it just feels like the summer's never gonna end, kind of thing. And it kind of reminds me, in the beginning, it reminds me of Clarity from, Kim Petras. I feel like it has that do 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 kind of thing in the beginning, and I was like, oh my god, is this Clarity? Because I can totally see those two kind of do like a little mashup with those two songs. And that's pretty much it. That's all 7 songs. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought about the EP. I wonder if she's actually getting ready to release a full album. There hasn't been an album yet, but I know there's going to be eventually. I'm sure. Anyway, leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought about it. I give this EP. I want to try to think when I shortened down the EP direction, because like 1 out of 10 seems a little more excessive. So I want to go out of 5 with EPs. So I'll give this one a 3 out of 5. It's a simple, straight to the point, and then there's like, but the highlights of I Still Have Me and No One's Keeping Score, it just really hits home. And so I think that's really, really nice. So leave a comment, tell me what you thought about the EP, and I'll see you guys in the next video.